This is our projector unit that can be hired and used for projecting films. This is our setup when you're running at the Shepherd's Hut, but it can also be used at either of the tents, the location for which we can explain on arrival. Within the pack you get the projector unit, the remote control for it, the charger, a HDMI lead, and then 2 adapters for connecting either to a USB-C or to an iPhone. When you first turn the projector on, you need to get it all set up. So I'm now going to move it into position to set up. Here I've got the projector set up. The power switch is on the top here. This also controls the volume. This button adjusts the focus on the unit. These buttons on the top are for use when playing music through the unit, but not as part of the films. Once the unit is fully set up, it will then project up onto the screen as so. If you set the unit up without connecting any external media to it, like this, then this is how it will show with the menu screen. At this point, you can then use the remote control to go into the menus and adjust the picture. You would simply select keystone correction, and then you can go into screen zoom, and currently the screen is zoomed into 0, so it's fully zoomed out, but you can zoom it. Depending on your location, you may need to adjust this to get the picture size right. Alternatively, you may just need to move the unit closer or further away in order to get the picture right, but if the picture is quite small, please do check it hasn't been zoomed in previously. Once you've got the zoom correct, if you go back into keystone corrections, you can go into 4-point zoom, and you can adjust the individual corners using the controller to move the screen in and out until you get it into a shape that you're happy with. You can press OK to move to each of the subsequent corners in order to adjust them into the position. Once you're fully happy with the screen, return back to the home screen. At this point, you would then connect up whatever device you intend to use to play your media. So you would go up and you would select HDMI input. Once you then connect up a HDMI device, the unit will then play the video from HDMI. The HDMI slot is on the rear of the unit. See if I can get the focus right. There we go. Along with USB inputs, AV inputs, and an SD card slot. You could plug something in directly. We tend to get most people to plug up a device using either their mobile phone or something like that, and then they can open whatever app on their phone and play it through the device to repeat onto the screen. Unfortunately, because I'm filming this using my phone, I cannot demonstrate this at this time. A couple of final points worth noting. The unit works only at night, so therefore we recommend waiting till at least 30 minutes after sunset before setting the unit up. Secondly, while the unit has its own internal battery, it works better when plugged into the mains. If you're at the Shepherd's Hut, we'll provide you with an extension lead to plug it in, whereas if you're operating down at the tents, we would recommend you bring your internal battery from the tent out and plug the unit up to that in order to simulate being connected to the mains. Finally, before you finish for the evening, we always ask that you take it back inside for the night to avoid it getting wet due to freak rainstorms. We hope that you will enjoy this unit, and if you do have any questions, please either message me prior to your stay or we can discuss it at check-in. All the best, Tone Valley View Glamping.